So a couple days ago, our good friend Brett Vito over the Denton Record Chronicle.
Yes.
Because, as he told me on Twitter, it's June and I'm hurting for content.
Yeah.
He ran through and he was talking about the Vegas over-unders. Vegas, of course, sets over-unders for win totals for every college football team.
Mm-hmm.
If you're unfamiliar with how over-unders work, but if you're unfamiliar with how over-unders work, basically Vegas will, the odds makers will set a number and they will say, okay, you can bet. Do you think that they are going to? Do you think that they are going to be better than,
right,
or worse than that number? Meaning, if Tepper High School they have an over/under set at 4.5 wins. Do you think they're going to win more than 4.5 games or less than 4.5 games?
Always less, by the way.
Always less with Tepper High School. Yeah. So they set all of them, all 12 of the FBS teams in Texas, and so we figured we would run through them. And Max, we'll play a little over/under. You ready?
All right.
You want to do this? All right.
I'm ready.
We will start with the Baylor Bears. And
this is going to be the most surprising one, right?
So the Baylor Bears come in at 9.5, meaning that you got to pick whether or not they're going to win more than 9.5 games or less than 9.5 games.
And you and I both agree on this one. Boy.
First and foremost, I wonder if this has not been adjusted. Yeah. Because ever since the Art Briles thing, I think this did come out before Art Briles was fired.
And you were saying this is like the last thing that Vegas is letting anyone bet on, Baylor related, right?
They're pulling a lot of things off the board. But 9.5 for Baylor. I'll tell you that I would have been very tempted to take the under before May 26th.
Yeah, I think that's a fair thing, yeah.
Because basically you're saying, is Baylor going to go win 10 games? Mm-hmm. And the schedule that they're rolling through, with Oklahoma, with Oklahoma State, with Tech, who we think is going to be better, with TCU, of course, always dicey. They have to go to Texas. Yeah. I didn't think it was a guarantee they were going to win 10 games with Art Briles.
Right.
Without him, I'm definitely taking the under on 9.5 for Baylor. Do you have a pick?
Oh, under. God,
under.
That's
okay.
not even.
All right,
it's not even close.
Right.
Yeah.
Houston, the Houston Cougars, 9.5. First of all, appreciate Vegas showing them a little bit of love.
Yeah.
Good job. The secret's out. Now, this is interesting. So basically, they have to they're saying, are they going to win 10 games is the question. Boy, that's a really good line on it.
This is a tough one.
It's a tough one.
It's a tough one.
I think I'm going to go over.
Yeah, I think so too.
Because here's where my head's at on that. Let's say they lose to Oklahoma, which I don't think is going out there on a limb. Let's say they lose the opener to Oklahoma. You're then saying, are they going to lose 2 conference games?
Right.
Assuming they don't lose any other non-conference games.
Yeah.
Are they going to lose 2 conference games? I don't think they are. So I'm taking the over. It may be close. They may win exactly 10.
Yeah.
But I'm taking the over.
Yeah, I think the conference was tougher last year.
Yes, I think so. So that's where we go with Houston. North Texas. The over/under is 2.
This is the worst in the state, correct?
Correct.
Lowest.
The lowest in the state. Yeah. I'll tell you, this is a tough one.
Yeah.
I'm a state of Texas homer, so I will take the over.
Yeah, I think so too.
I think they can scratch out 3 wins.
I don't think they were as bad last year as SMU was the year before.
I think that's right.
So I think they have less ground to make up.
I think so. I also think they're in a more favorable conference than SMU was. So I'm going to take over for North Texas on 2 wins. Rice comes in at 6. I'm going to take over.
Is this not like every year? 6, right?
For Rice.
Like, and it's like there are a couple teams on here. The over/under set is like set in stone every year. 6 for Rice.
But what's funny is that with Rice, and we talked about this on the show before, Rice is probably, to me, before the Baylor thing blew up, Rice is maybe the biggest mystery in the state. Like, I think they could be pretty good. Like, there's at 6 wins, there's a fair chance they could win 9. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's also a pretty fair chance that they could go 4-8.
It's
such a wide swath.
It's a very mysterious team.
I'm gonna take an over. Why is my phone ringing? If you're calling me right now, I can't answer.
This is
phone.
bad timing.
Yes, very bad timing. I'm gonna take over on Rice at 6 wins.
Okay.
SMU 3.5.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take the over.
I'm taking the over too.
I'm taking the over. I got him at about.
At this point, are you worried that you're being too positive?
Yes, I do.
Me too.
I really do. I'm gonna take the over. I feel like I'm being a state of Texas homer.
Yeah.
Because here's the other thing. TCU 8 wins. I'm going to take the over.
I'm going to take the over, too.
I'm going to take the over on TCU at 8. I would, now, I will tell you, I would probably, if we were actually betting with money, I'd probably stay away from a couple of these.
Oh, for sure.
I'd stay away from Houston 9.5.
Yeah.
I'd stay away from North Texas.
Yeah.
I'd probably stay away from Rice and SMU. Yeah. I feel comfortable with TCU over 8.
I think so too.
I'm pretty comfortable.
I think so too.
Texas.
Yeah.
6.5. That's a perfect line.
It is a perfect line.
Because I think they are going to be somewhere between 5 and 7.
Yeah.
Somewhere.
5 and 7 wins.
I'm going to. That's tough. It's another one I'd stay away from. But if I had to pick, I think I'd go over.
I know. Like I said.
I know. I'm being way too positive.
Yeah.
Texas A&M.
A&M first.
Texas A&M. 6. Boy, Vegas is not optimistic about the Aggies. Now, part of that is that they play in a very tough conference. But,
but you know what? We've gone through this schedule with the Aggies, and I think we've come to the same conclusion. You feel like you should be down on them because of everything that's happened, but when you walk through the schedule, 7 wins seems very doable.
I think so. I think 7 wins is very doable. So if I had to pick here, I would say over for A&M. So I've gone over on everybody except Baylor.
Yeah.
Texas State, 3.
Push.
Exactly. I think it's right at 3.
I think it is too.
I think it's right at 3. I'm just going to say push.
Yeah.
Texas Tech, 7.
Oh God, these lines.
I'm going to go over.
Yeah.
I'm going to go over. I think they're going to be. I think they're going to be better than they were last year, and they won 7 games last year, right? Yeah. So that's easy. I'm going to go over 7 for Tech.
Yeah.
UTEP, 5. Yeah. I'm going to go over. I think they're making a bowl.
This is God.
I know we're such homers, right? I feel like such homers, but at the same time, I don't know. It's hard to separate my feelings from it, but I think UTEP's better than 5 wins. I think they're going bowling this year.
Yeah. Well, so we're right now we're at 1 team with the under.
1 team with the under and 1 team with the push.
Yeah. And the under was a 9.5.
Now UTSA. UTSA set at 4. I am taking the under on that. I'll take
really?
Take under. Yeah, I'd take under on that. I think
I'd
a new coach.
Over again.
I think a new coach. I think a lot of question marks.
That's fair.
I would take the under on UTSA. Okay. 4. So to recap, we are horrifying state of Texas homers. just the worst. So that's the over-unders. What do you think? Let us know. #DCTF Live.